Just a moment here. I'm checking to make sure that it's all good.
I'm sorry, I just saw a simpler time and it was like when a monster man wanted to beat him with a pipe. Back then bottoms knew their place. I don't know if that was you or me. I think that probably was you. I don't know.
I want to say probably me for that one.
Yes, I feel like out of the duo, you're the more comedic genius out of us.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but thank you.
Well, I mean, look at this list of cursed lines I have you. Just saying. It's comedy gold. You are, as you said, a Minecraft of curse, a Minecraft diamond veined of cursed content. No, it was a Minecraft. Ugh! I can't even reenact your cursedness. That's how perfect it is.
Mhm.
Are you gonna do this in hard? Any modes
Oh, we're
specifically?
just gonna do this on the normal difficulty, just because I'm still doing the Jeanne playthrough.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering, like, if climax, like the climax mode where witch time is removed, might be a bit more easier with Jeanne, since she just has unlimited blocks, and her witch time's a bit more, eh,
It's just
more
harder to
precise.
activate, is what I would say if you're coming off of like Bayonetta's run. There. Okay. Let's do this. I have to refocus. So I was in the
Remember,
middle of this chapter, so we're probably gonna start right after seeing Ceresa. Yeah, there she is.
I love her outfit. Jeanne just has a really good outfit.
Mhm. I'm gonna try to lower some of the graphics stuff just to keep the frame rate good, because it just drops whenever there's like rain environments.
You might want to turn off VSync because that's, a big one.
Yeah. Let's made it a little bit higher, so that's probably fine. But thankfully, there's not really that many rain environments.
Are you gonna try and go for a platinum run for this whole Jeanne, or?
I'll just try to see how far I go.
Okay.
Like, I'll try to do all the secret fights, in the Alpines, but we'll see how that turns out.
Love Bayonetta poses, like the poses in Bayonetta, they're just so extra and they're great.
Mhm.
You got the pure platinum, sweet. What do you have to
Yes,
say for yourself?
I will brag as much as I can. Let's try to get this one. So the good thing is that at least we got the bats within ability, so we don't really have to worry about witch time nearly as much anymore, since we have another way to activate it. Okay.
Hey! This is probably how you got lost to begin with.
Mommy.
Don't worry, it's always scary the first time you see them. So, where was I? Oh, yes. Your kind invitation. I do hope you've prepared dessert as well.
Anyway, she's death now.
Oh, what a lovely tea party. And dancing.
Damn, and then it's like the worst. Wait, no. They're not from the US, right? So that means they might have some decent health care.
Whoops. Sorry, child. Ooh. That sucks. Oh, damn it. I didn't actually mean to do this. My finger presses just kind of came too close together.
You accidentally did a torture attack? Oh yeah, that's right, because it's more points if you do than a kill.
Nope. There, you don't get any extra points by doing that on a kill. It just does so much damage for the enemy health, you don't exactly want to be doing it so soon.
So how does the Bats Within make Witch Time a little bit more accessible?
Basically what it does is, I don't know the exact frames you need to use it in, but basically if you press the dodge button within a few frames of getting hit, you will activate bats, and it gives you Witch Time. I believe it's the longest period of Witch Time that you can get, so you'll definitely want to utilize it, or utilize it as best you can, or just at least purchase it so it's your backup.
Also, we have an audience person here from It's 80% Relatable. They're those YouTubers.
Relatable. I'm a slightly above average Bayonetta player, so thanks for joining.
No, we obviously enjoy. Glad you came to stream. I retweeted our stream because I was like, I don't know, I appreciate your talent, so I think everyone else should. Anyway, we're doing this playthrough run of Jeanne. You wouldn't believe, we were like streaming beforehand of like trying to do a platinum run, and it was
a nightmare.
But it's okay because we unlocked our asexual lesbian icon, Jeanne.
No, don't do that attack! No. So this attack, while cool, he ends up hurting himself so much that it takes away from your ability to attack him. Oh, goodness. Yes.
So it would really ruin your combos?
This is a Jeanne stand Twitch, so thanks.
She's the best.
Oof, not my best.
Oh no,
Don't
it's
run.
evil!
Honestly, we just don't want to run here, even though there's like a time-sensitive matter. Oh, fuck. That sucks.
Well, you can't help it because like, aren't these like completely randomized too?
So they do come in a certain like the pattern is set. Like it'll be those straight ones, then like the fan shape. So it is set, but it's kind of random which way they'll turn, I believe.
Yeah.
You're timed to get here or else it's a game over, but they give you so much time you can just kind of walk there.
Yeah. Does this scene get like a little bit better that it's Jeanne, or is it worse?
It's like,
Still bad?
I mean, it's gross when the reveal happens, but I mean, I just like seeing Jeanne do something unnecessary.
Absolutely gay? Like, is this just like posing Vogan for the gays?
Yeah, it is pretty weird with Jeanne. I'll admit.
I mean, it's probably been a while since you played Bayonetta, so, you know, I think it's totally understandable that it could be forgotten, you know? I mean, this is a very memorable scene. I remember this because, like, it's been, I think, last week since we played this with Bayonetta.
Yeah, gross.
Oh, goodness.
They
Oh,
just,
goodness.
like, they just went really gross with that part. Instead of making it like something pretty funny. No! Fuck. Okay. Yeah, we don't really want them to it just makes this a little annoying. It'll help for your combo. That's like one good thing. But then you're probably gonna get timed out. Oh shit. So I use, my most common weapon set is using the shotguns on the hands, and then the regular guns on the feet. Personally, I like to stagger using the hold presses, and then use the feet kicks for like the consistent bullet barrages. It's the playstyle that works for me the best. I'm just not very good at like the other weapons, other than like the claws, using that one Kilgore glitch for this next boss fight, because this is the best one to grind out for money if you need it.
Mummy? You're a mom? You?
Come now, Cheshire. Look at me. Do I look like
Anyway,
I have any
I guess
interest in
Jeanne,
children?
originally Bayonetta
Now
in the scene, is
maybe
like, have you
Well,
seen the
that's
movie
another
Daddy
story.
Daycare? Well, it's your turn.
Whoa! You're getting the wrong idea. I mean, it
Did
might
you
be
just
the
answer?
right idea,
80% relatable
not
said,
right now, right?
what's your preferred
Right?
weapon set?
Yes, that's why
Yeah,
I went on about that.
Speaking
Okay.
of right, I'm glad
Just
I've
wanted
been
to make
standing
sure I
around
stepped
waiting
up
for
for a
you,
bit.
because I knew we'd cross paths.
That's right.
See,
Like,
the
Jean's
only
like,
way to
it's
reach
my
the upper
turn to play on the
crust and their
Xbox, so you take
gated
care of the
island
kid this
champagne
time.
wishes
Oh,
and
God.
caviar dreams is over Prominence Bridge.
Oh.
Sometimes
yes.
I wish Luca would
The
just shut
island.
up, because
Lovely
he's
place,
trash.
isn't it?
I'll argue he has a better purpose in this story than he does in the sequel.
Now what?
Well, yeah, because he, like,
Don't
is
play
kind of
games
part
with
of her
me.
character arc or
You've worked your
something, right?
magic
Because,
on this
like,
poor defenseless
Yeah,
child, haven't you?
right? He's
You're a
pointless.
sad, sick woman. You know
Like,
that?
I think there's a cutscene
I
where
was
the
her age when you
kid
killed my father.
Loki gives you some plot point, and then Luca
Wait.
comes out and is like, "Hey,
No.
I'm here. Let me give you that same plot point we were
Oh
just
my
told."
God, you did,
in like the
didn't you?
first or second chapter.
killed
It's
her
very
parents.
dumb, and I hate his outfit. It's horrible.
Come to think of it, she's better off with you. You two are more hassle than you're worth.
Oh God.
What?
I
Just
love
keep a good eye
Jeanne.
on her, or you're going to catch hell for it. No good deed goes unpunished, and you never know when a monster may sneak up on you.
Mummy, look out!
I know I said this before, but I think it would be amazing if, like, Bayonetta 3, if we ever somehow get, like,
I mean, if we ever get it.
I
Sorry,
mean,
go
if we
on.
ever get announcement of it, I want it to, like, be, instead of, like, these very still, like, animations, be like the, those, like, those stop motion, like those stop motion, like, specials, with, the Rankin Bass productions, where they're, like, really cheaply animated and it's very, like, choppy, like, stop motion. I kind of
Oh.
want that. Like, I feel like Bayonetta could up that up to just be more uncannily weird and to, like, build up on the camp. Like, I think that's a good, like, I think, like, oh yeah, now the cutscenes have movement, but it's, like, the choppy, like, animations movement, so then it's like, this was a mistake.
Yeah, I get that. I hope they don't bring back the these like weird cutscenes that are stills. Only because I don't think the sequel did it good. I think this game at least was a situation of they had they understood which cutscenes they wanted to like animate and which ones they couldn't due to their time and like budget constraints. So I think they pulled it off. But yeah, let me see. There was a question in the chat. From one thing,
80% relatable gave us a nice
yeah, I
level
would
thumbs up
say-
though.
Oh yeah, and thanks for the cheers. Not my best level, but I'm not used to playing as Jeanne overall.
Another LP?
Yeah, it definitely is more of a budget thing, but I feel like there is like a certain charm it has maybe. Yeah, that's fair. I just want more animated cutscenes with like Jeanne and Bayonetta, basically. That's all I really care for.
I mean, it's hard to resist because like them doing all those amazing poses would be great.
I know. I want to know more about their New York apartment that they have together. Anyway,
That
we got
you
the
know.
Karens, so we basically had Rodon go to the back to speak to his manager, so he brought us an appropriate weapon here. Oh gosh.
Yes, I agree with 80% relatable. They said, I swear if Bayo and Jeanne don't get together in 3, we riot. Yes.
I know. No more just word of God from Kamiya's joke tweet or poll he ever made that one time. Let's see.
Then like do ultimate poses together, and there's like a rainbow in the background after explosion to like up the camp, but to be like, yeah, we're gay, keep scrolling, keep playing.
Yeah, we're gay. We destroyed your entire city. Move on.
They are the modern icons of be gay, do crimes.
Basically. Okay. Let's see, temperance. God, I'm always scared I'm gonna save over my Bayonetta file. Okay. Ugh, best cutscene.
Still Bayonetta.
Oh shit, it's the brother? Oh yeah, it's Juan. Let's see if we get the shield lollipop for this cutscene.
I feel like a fucking celebrity in this town. See that? Everyone rushes at me like crazed fans. They still haven't figured out that I don't give autographs.
Yes, I got the yellow lollipop. I love that she blew her invisible glasses.
Yeah, I love to think that like in game, Jeanne is pantomiming. Okay, this is how she does it, right? Like she's pantomiming how her girlfriend would do it. So she's like, all right, I gotta imitate the best to be the best.
Jeanne is definitely one of those who's like, what did you do with my glasses? As she has them on her head. And she's like, oh, and she finally turns down or like fixes her hair. Let's do this. Fuck, I didn't buy the duplicates. Damn it. Well, that sucks.
Long now.
Oh wow, I like somehow managed to like fall on a platform and he still broke my combo.
Damn it.
Okay.
Which angel is this? Like what circle are they?
I think this one's 10 minutes. I just totally wasn't paying attention to that scene.
Okay, because Jeanne's hair is like really light, and when it's like really long, it just gives me very big grandma vibes, like very hag vibes, you know.
That's a fun
It
one.
fits the very witch aesthetic it's going for.
basically you want to get right behind his like finger tentacle thing there when he does his laser eyes, because you can use the Moon of Mahakala to basically carry all those and get a pretty good amount of combo points added to your combo.
I will continue to say this. Bayonetta has some really good, like, eldritch body horror with its angel designs. They're really nice.
I never get that one. Nice. Yeah, I like the, just these fleshy abomination, like, innards that they hold. I think, like, the concept art does a pretty good job of, like, showing it for some of, like, the, how do you say, the initial, like, angel designs that they've got. Yeah.
All done? Well, let me give you back your toy then.
I feel the demon designs just... I feel that they were in the right direction for something more like metallical or robotic, but they just didn't go all the way in my opinion. I do think the Manta Ray one is like the coolest design, but that's the only one that really sticks with me.
Yeah, 80% relatable agrees with us that the demon designs are pretty lackluster in comparison. This is what Jeanne and Bayonetta have to say when people flip with them unwarranted. They're just like, we're gonna shoot you and light you on fire. I find it so weird when Jeanne has long hair.
Yeah, it's a little jarring.
Bugger. And I didn't make any time for pillow talk.
I guess it's so infrequent that I don't really mind it.
And it cuts to show Bayonetta in Jeanne's clothes.
Oh, damn it, a gold. I'll redo that one at a future time. Hello, is it just Al? God, I can't pronounce that. Hold on. The Aleph Alpha. I think I pronounced that right. Hello.
Yes. Hello. Thank you for joining us. We just beat the Cardinal Virtue of Temperance with my Bayonetta semi-pro friend here.
We just destroyed the spirit of Persona 5's Kawakami. Is she the Temperance? Please tell me she's the Temperance Arcana. Or that joke does not land. Ah, fuck.
There's Temperance Arcana. I don't remember Persona 5. Not like I was obsessed with it or anything.
Well, I wish I could say the same. Okay.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's Temperance Arcana.
Yeah, I've done it before. I don't think I've gotten like 2 million or 20 million like specifically, but it's one of the ones I grind out way later once I've like beaten the game, just to also grind out the nunchuck weapons and then, well, grind for the ticket. Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, it's your favorite level, Route 666. It's everyone's favorite level with the motorcycle physics, am I right?
Yeah, these ones just overstay their welcome. It's not as bad as the Space Harrier level, but geez. The Afterburner theme is a really good remix in this game. I've listened to the original. Oh fuck! Do not save over that file. I've listened to the original theme before, and it's pretty good. Same with the Space Harrier one. Okay, I guess we're ready to go. Yeah, I've seen Space Harrier before. It's like cool, but it's not something that I'd play more than once. I'm just not a very big fan of those arcadey games, whether it's something in that style or something like Galaga. Just not exactly my types of games.
Oh no, private military that the rich people hire to keep out the poors.
We're just playing as Jeanne here because I just beat the game as Bayonetta last week, so just giving a run through with Jeanne. I've tried playing with the Little Devils before, just not that good at the game, unfortunately.
Also, obviously, Jeanne is the best.
Yeah, this is a Jeanne Stan Twitch account, so that's another reason.
I just love it when the Panther has the manicured nails. It's so extra.
Yeah. Do you think like her manicure? Well, she obviously. So that's the thing. Bayonetta and Jeanne wear gloves. So like, do they manicure? Do they get manicures and then wear gloves over it? Or did they like transform into their Panther at their local spa and be like, yeah, go ahead?
I like the idea that they transform into a panther and like have them manicured by hand, because I just love the extra camp behind it, you know, in that scene.
Another idea, didn't they? Not really my best plan, huh?
You think you've got me figured
Rose is
out,
pretty good. I
don't
really like her
We journalists have to have some
design.
detective skills, you know. You're after a gemstone.
She's pretty fun to play
that
in
stone has to be in the Ithabal
Bayonetta
group
2,
building.
just on like
I'm
the
headed
normal
there, too.
difficulties, because that
How
game
odd.
gets very,
You seem to know where I'm going before I do.
very
Yet you don't
bad
seem to know
on
how to
hard
drive a car in a
difficulties.
straight line.
What am I? A chauffeur?
Cheshire, do you have any idea what prolonged walking in this salty air will
You
do to
might
my
hear
hair?
an extra guest.
tend to use some
My little
products when I
sister
go to the
Sophie's in the
beach.
background. Juan.
I'll tell her I said hello.
Little one, get down!
Kudos to you. I tried to clear Platinum
Put your foot
Bayonetta
down,
2.
Cheshire.
I just did the
I'll take
achievements
care of our
once on my
pest
Wii U, and I called it a day. I enjoy the game, but I don't think mechanically it's the best sequel.
I'm getting the distinct impression I'm not wanted
That's
on
just
that
where I
island.
feel on Bayonetta 2.
But I love it.
Sophie
when
wanted
people
to say
play
congratulations
hard
on the
to get.
pure platinum on that Jeanne fight.
Thank you. That was at least an hour, wasn't it?
I think so.
Oh shit, I just realized that they're aggroed. I'm not that good at this game.
I just want to know, is the stream choppy for people? It's starting to get a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah, it's starting. Yeah, it's starting to get a little choppy right now. I know this is like the very hard level to like sink in, but yeah, it's starting to get a little choppy.
Here, let me see. It could be that more people are just using the bandwidth now.
Oh no, we've gotten too popular in Twitch streams being homophobic, not giving us the optimal streaming
Yeah.
we deserve.
Okay, I do see. Yeah, it looks like it's dipping down pretty hard. Here, folks, I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute myself just for a moment.
Alrighty, well, now that they're muting themselves to work on technical difficulties, it is I, your host of the Twitch, that will control. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna totally entertain you with these awesome lines. So, how is everyone? How are y'all doing tonight or today? Thank you for saying my rambling is entertaining. I don't know what to do without my co-host. I am not meant for streamer material. Clearly Wicked Wheel Baron is meant for streamer material, as I've encouraged them to. Could you elaborate on what a 5D chess is? That I'm. Oh, I'm not playing this. I'm the one talking while watching them as well. Wicked Will Baron is the one that's playing. I am just a mere co-host friend.
I'm back. I think what it is, just because my mom got home, so I think it's just that more folks are on the bandwidth. So I'm just gonna try to lower at least my usages, and see if that helps out. If it's still a little choppy, what I might just do is, I might stop the stream and just restart it, and see if that might help out. Not too techy, but we can try that. Just one more second.
Oh damn, Alfalfa is basically telling us that 5D chess is just only 4D chess. What? Oh my. Well, I hope you're having fun with 5D chess anyway. It sounds like it sounds entertaining. I hope you enjoyed the challenge, and I wish you luck on further plays with 5D chess. I think once you reach the fifth dimension, I think fifth dimension is just ascendance. Like that's a whole new plane of existence is the thing. Wait, so then is 5D just like time travel then, basically? If basically what you're saying, alfalfa? Look here, my college only required me to take intro to linear algebra, and I'm gonna keep it like that, so the moment you mention vectors, I cry a little inside.
Oh my god. I hate this level.
Oh no! The cuts, the jank.
I will admit, most of this is just me.
We are here to formally apologize to the to our passengers watching this stream that we will be on for a bumpy ride right now.
Yeah. If it gets really bad or consistently, let me know. I might just try to restart the stream and see if that might help it.
I think it just helps because like this is definitely like the harder level that does take more graphical computation because of so much of what's going on and what it does, especially with like the more multiple enemies and just the amount of cars. Alfalfa, the way you describe the queen chess piece sounds less like a queen and more like an eldritch god.
Yeah, as much as like cool it is that the enemies can get hit, it's just not a good fight in the game. I just mean the joy fight isn't a super great one in this stage, just because of the cars. For me personally, I just think it's like, given the constantly shifting camera to keep up with 3 different joys that are on field, and then the cars that come in to basically spike you out, it's just a little too much, I think. That's just my main criticism of that one. Yes, I do think that they're some of the best enemies, though. I won't deny that, at least. That and the claw ones, I think those are the Grace and Glory. Does anyone offhand know, is it the next loop-de-loop that has the heart? I don't know if any of you have played Bayonetta. I always forget. It's, I always forget this specific one.
How could you swear in front of the kids? My golly gee, sir.
That's alright, folks. We'll bring it.
I mean, out of everyone, I should probably know because I watched you play through this level, but I don't remember it either.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, it's time to drive up to some rich people's private sanctuary and tell them capitalism fucking sucks and just, like, get the guillotine out and the guillotine go brrrr.
I'm sorry, just the sound you made really sold it for me. Okay, so this was not the one with the heart.
Yes, Alfalfa, I absolutely agree. I mean, I know that Jeanne and Bayonetta in their torture texts have a guillotine. Why couldn't they do that with, like, all the rich people on that island? Except, obviously, like, the help and, like, the laborers that are just, like, building the foundations of that island and maintaining it, obviously. They deserve mercy. But obviously not the rich people or the cops.
And I think it's the next witch heart is in the second verse on the road. I think that's how it is. I just don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna keep this in.
Honestly, I absolutely would believe that Bayonetta can punch in gigatons.
I think she does, because isn't that what she uses on, like, the big bosses? I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Okay, that was cheap. Yeah, my goodness.
Oh damn, so 80% relatable said that they reuse the same motorcycle dodge animation in pretty much every Platinum game. It's
Oh, really?
great fun fact.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, because I don't dabble in the Devil May Cry series. I don't know if you do either.
No, I've never played one. Bayonetta is literally the extent of it that I know, basically.
Yeah, no. No, we're not picking on them either. There's nothing wrong reusing like old animation. Sophie just told me that the motorcycle animation looks a lot similar to the one in Astral Chain, so yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a game that I remember 80% relatable was playing. I hope you're enjoying your playthrough of Astral Chain. I have yet to give back Juan's copy that I borrowed from them, and I don't know if I ever will.
You say that so ominously. How do you know I want it back? I'm joking. I still have to beat that game one day.
We both haven't beaten it. That's the thing. I was like, alright, I'm gonna beat this cop game, and when I do, I can finally give it back to you and be like, alright, I beat this game. I can say 100% that it was a mistake.
For fuck's sake, that's overdoing it.
Right, turn right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It felt like you had to play for so long to really get everything.
I know you don't want me here, but you really could have been more subtle about it.
Wait, didn't they also do Metal Gear Rising Platinum, or am I thinking of something else? Like, I feel like Metal Gear Rising, I think, was a bit successful, maybe?
I'm pretty sure that one was platinum.
Yeah, and I think that one was a bit successful, I mean, given that is under the Metal Gear franchise, so I think...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one did good. Or at least from what I remember. I remember one of my friends was pointing it out.
I played it a lot because I was right in my disaster ace boy that I latch onto. I care about him so much, my boy. He should have never been a father, and he should have never gotten with Rose, but I digress. I'm not Kojima.
I've heard of God Hand. The most I've heard is that it's similar to the style, but I haven't seen it myself.
I think all I remember is, I think one time I looked into some Total Biscuit vids, and I think God Hand is like one of his favorite games ever, and he was doing a video on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Clover Studios. Okay, so that was Clover Studios. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel Attack! Fire!
Oh, what was the overall score you got for the level?
I got a gold on that one. Which is fine.
Pretty good. Yeah. 80% relatable is really impressed by your sharpshooting. Yeah, they're really good with this mini game.
Yeah, I've gotten like over 200 points before. It's not too hard, but I'm not really trying to get that many.
Blocks
Yeah, they do.
say Bayo indeed.
Yep. I don't think I needed to go to the shop, actually.
Take care of my baby.
Actually, let's buy... Oh, I'm short.
Okay, Sophie asked an important question. What's your theory on Bayonetta 3, Juan? Just go wild with this while we're having fun.
I don't have a theory, but I do want them to actually kill off Bayonetta. I think that would be so, like, inane if they actually did that. But more realistically, I'd like to see just like another like character added in, and just do Jeanne some justice by having her in the game some more.
Again, where it's like Bayonetta's quote-unquote dead, as in she gets dragged to hell, but now it's Jeanne's turn to save her, like in Bayonetta 2. So he's like, Jeanne, you saved me? She's like, yes. Now shut up and kiss me, you fool. And then they, mwah.
Yeah, it's true. Jeanne would be like, let me take my fighter jet I apparently own and go right to the mountain.
She pulls it out while she's like in line at a Whole Foods.
She's like, where did I park my vehicle? And it's just this fighter jet that's like in the middle of this Sprouts. Oh no, I got hit. Yeah, I feel that, like, I feel it's weird, like, the progression in Bayonetta 2 is pretty weird. It's like, we're going to the mountain, but then, like, we get sidetracked every single chapter up until we get to hell, and then we go back in time and are in hell, or I mean, the top of the mountain, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah. If she didn't sidetrack, then how would we meet our adorable little shithead, Loki? Who's like our second only black character in the game. I'm claiming him, he's black.
I mean, he like very much is, though. At least I didn't get any hints that it was just some white kid with dreads. God, I hope that's not what it really is.
Yeah. Well, I just assumed based on like the aesthetics they're going, because I think he has a lot more like Egyptian hieroglyphics. I was like, oh, okay, he's like the black angel or something, maybe.
I'm pretty sure, for the most part, it's just like a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. He basically has the pyramid thing that they had in Yu-Gi-Oh.
The Millennium Eye. Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. We don't, but we're assuming he's black because why not? Having more black deities is always a plus, in my opinion, in fantasy stories.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodon is the best. I still think it's really, like, cool that when Rodon was, Rodon's voice actor, I forgot his name. I feel like a bad voice actress fanatic is that he records, his recording studio is literally his basement. Yep, it was. He was also Lee, and I believe Lee from Walking Dead was like his very big role for that end. I think Rodon. Those were his two really big roles, and I'm really glad that like now he's getting a lot more voice acting and stuff. I'm really happy because he's a really good voice actor. Yeah, my sympathies go out to all of the employees that were in. I am just like having a bimbo moment of just like my game, like video game fact as a game dev. I'm just like, oh fuck, I can't even say words right now. But Telltale Games. My sympathy goes out to all the people who were laid off when Telltale Games went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entire just manager, just, it's really shitty, and I know that really ruins a lot of video game companies. I've seen it with some video game companies and like fellow game dev friends of mine. It's one you're absolutely getting.
I feel very, I feel like kind of forced to on these ones since they're usually so simple. So that's what I'm doing. Plus it'll help my overall ranking if I mess up in the versus.
What's your favorite Telltale game if you ever played any?
Personally, I haven't.
I enjoyed The Wolf Among Us.
Hello, Alana, Tapioca.
Don't worry, Alfalfa. Juan hasn't played any, Look at Wheel Baron hasn't played any games either, so don't worry.
Oh my god. I'll do this fight one more time, and whatever I get is just what I do.
Oh, shoot, I don't know anything about the original author, so I'll definitely look into that, but thanks for the heads up, Alfalfa.
Neat detail is that whenever Jeanne does the out of which one, and this is of course same for Bayonetta, it's basically the same relations. She actually is holding, or she has the animation for holding Teresa, even though she's not technically here. It's a neat detail if you all didn't notice. Oh my god. Alright, we're just doing it. I don't want to have to do this verse anymore.
Hello, Alan. Yes, we are playing Bayonetta. But, Wicked Wheel Baron basically got a platinum ranking when we were playing the first run of Bayonetta 1 and we unlocked Jeanne, so we're just doing a Jeanne right now. Yeah. Well, you did your best. You got your gold.
I know. I'll accept failure.
Okay, I'll tape it on the fridge for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I kind of wish there will be like some kind of a difference between Jeanne and Bayonetta. I guess I'll see I guess we'll see if that ends up happening. But I guess I wouldn't mind if... Oh, okay, I have to turn that off. I guess I won't mind if, like, Jeanne ends up being the... still ends up being, like, the reference character for Bayonetta 1 in the way that she does for 2. So that her base movement, or her base, like, fighting style is based on that one, but... I'm back in school.
I'm sorry to hear about that, Alan, with the school situation. I hope your teacher replies back to you, responds back to you soon.
We hope everything goes well. Got our fingers crossed for you.
Yeah. Even if you don't get platinum in this run, you'll always be platinum in my friendship of hell.
Thanks. I'm glad to be stuck here. I mean that jokingly, of course. See, we'll take like a quick 1-second clip of that and just put it over the outline.
You want me to clip it right now?
No, you don't have to.
Mortal Kombat friendship. Alpha said the true pure platinum was the friends we made along the way.
Basically,
yeah,
80% relatable. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, she absolutely is the personification of attack and dethrone God.
Bayonetta was like, sometimes you just gotta throw the whole damn god away in this religion and yeeted it to the sun. Oh my gosh, are you okay?
God, it was so. That joke was so funny it could kill.
My god, it almost did. Oh my god, I want this chest big.
I was about to say because it's homophobic.
I mean, yeah.
You are 80% relatable. Are you talking about the SMT remake for the Switch? Because I am very excited for that. I'm excited to cry when I get it, and just be like, this game is hard. And then I don't pick it up for another 6 months.
Yeah, I've heard it's super hard. At least that one is.
Well, if all else fails, I can go to Dan's DMs and be like, hey there, Dan, I need help. And they're gonna reply to me in like a week later, and they're like, what kind of help? And then I'll reply another week later, SMT help. And then another week passes, and they're like, what kind of SMT help?
That's fair. I love how it took me, how long was it? It was like... Oh! Okay. took like 2 years for them to like respond to my follow request. Just that I could send them like a 2-year-old meme of like Devilman Crybaby from Netflix.
Is it the Family Guy Devilman Crybaby?
Oh well, that one I sent too. I love that that Family Guy Bayonetta image, and I love that they acknowledge like Jeanne as like the romantic partner. In the
Oh
place
yeah,
of
no,
Lois.
absolutely. Yeah, I love how they made Luca Bryan, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because you know what happens? Brian dies, and I like to think Luca will die.
God.
Well, the bright side is Luca is a human, so he's gonna grow old fast.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah,
I
no,
swear.
I absolutely agree with you, Alfalfa. Bayo/Jeanne is canon, obviously, and I don't want to like ship shame people, but like I find it weird that there are people that ship Bayonetta and Luca. They don't really have much going for them.
One of these days, we'll get this crow. I didn't undodge. Why did it do that? Yes. Okay, sweet.
Luca is a featureless blob in a vague shape of a man. I absolutely agree. 80% relatable.
Yeah. I swear, that's the crow that killed Edgar Allan Poe in that one story. It was coming for me.
Cough the Raven, nevermore.
Oh fuck, it was a raven. Shit, never mind.
Oh my goodness, so Alfalfa said that like Kamiya said about Bayo Dojin, that they were bad because Bayo isn't the dom in them.
I feel like when it would come to like Bayo and Jeanne, and this is like the most I'll get into it, but like Jeanne is definitely the top.
Oh, we're going for the spicy takes here.
I'm just gonna say that because like Bayonetta was so sad when Jeanne's soul was like taken to hell, but it wasn't sadness that fueled her expedition to hell, it was fear. Fear of what her god would do.
She's like, oh shit, she's gonna haunt me for life. Yeah, no, obviously, Jeanne is the top.
Oh my god. There were so many chances where I should have fallen, and sad to see it was there.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god.
I am so sorry. That doesn't count as a death, right? Fall deaths?
It does count as damage.
Oh, okay, so it's damage, but it's not like a death, right?
No.
Okay, because I was like, oh god, I don't want us to reset everything, because...
Yeah, I'd probably cry if it was a death.
Oh, it's okay. Damn, 8% relatable. Are you telling us something we don't know about your relationship with these boats? Damn. And by taking you on a ride, I'm hoping it's a nice, relaxing, smooth cruise beyond the Atlantic Ocean with some nice, smooth jazz as the sea salt wind blows within your air, and you see some nice little gulls nibbling on maybe those little fancy martini treats or something. like that type of ride.
Yeah, you really did like go on a journey with us. Nice.
As I say, my mind is an enigma that no one can comprehend.
Boom! Okay, how did I do that? Oh my
Heck
god.
yeah! You did
Now
it,
that's
it's
a
amazing.
clip. Can you make a clip of that for me, Issa?
I'm doing it right now.
God. I feel that makes up for the rest of the chapter. I'm just playing on a normal difficulty. I have hard, but I'm a baby, so I'll climb that mountain once I get there. I will say the hard mode in this game is definitely, nope, we missed the achievement again. The hard mode is, like, in my opinion, the hardest difficulty. Once you go to the non-stop difficulty, it does get so much easier, just because they give you so much, like, leniency on, like, the damage and all that, so it's kind of interesting. I wish this one felt a little more gruesome. Oh my god. Instead of just like grossly... I don't know. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I would love to, like, see the Joys get, like, either guillotined, I think would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Or they get, like, the Iron Maiden as well. Yes, I agree, 80% relatable. Thanks, Bayonetta. Thanks a lot. As I say, I have very strong headcanons that both Bayonetta and Jeanne are aces. They just really love BDSM, and they're sex-positive aces.
So what do you want?
I am really glad that you have nachos, SK. I'm really glad. 80% relatable has nachos. That is an important
jealous,
achievement.
Even though I would die eating some right now.
Oh yeah, Wicked Wheel Baron is lactose intolerant, and yet every time we hang, I'm like, let's get some ice cream for breakfast.
Usually it's me who's the instigator, but... yeah. Yeah,
Excuses, excuses.
I do think that if they just, like, didn't go for something... Oh, damn it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel if they just didn't go for something that was, like, so, like, gross on, like, the joy torture, like, what if instead of just, like, what if it was still, like, a play on the horse torture, but instead the spikes on it were, like, the chainsaw that Bayonetta, like, slowly pushes the joy down on to bisect it? That'd be, like, unnecessary.
Oh, yeah, like they're cut in half. That'd be pretty cool.
Instead of the way that they do it for the one, like, I don't even know what they're called. Those jelly fish ray ones.
I do like the chainsaw torture check and the guillotine are my favorite. And the Iron Maiden. Take that, God! I'm gonna deface your property. Thank you, Alfalfa. I'm glad that you appreciate the chainsaw too. Ooh, Centaur Treadmill is really fun. I agree, 80% relatable.
Oh, that one's a pretty cool one. Yeah. Ooh. Did we get all the pieces, or do we still need one? Alright, let's get the broken weapon.
I should be a good host and probably be keeping track of it, but I don't know either.
Yeah, we're just
Another
winging it.
LP? Working me to the bone.
Aren't we all
But
just
no
winging
need
it in the
to
grand
pity. I
scape
was
of the
born
Quiznos in the
anyways.
sky?
Let me go whip some things into shape for you.
Jean's like, I know that you found those boots for me in the back. Now go find me the rocket launchers you got in the back.
Got my hands on a good one this time. Oof, you rarely get to lay eyes on this one, I tell you what.
I'm still not over the ice skate weapons are called Karens.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
Well, since you're contemplating about your trilogy game, Bayonetta 3, I have better news on No More Heroes 3. I don't know when it's coming out, so my disappointment is unforeseeable in the future because I can't be disappointed if it hasn't come out yet, am I right?
Hey, I mean, you're not wrong. Hopefully it's not that bad. Considering they're actually doing like a main title this time instead of that one that they did. Is it wrong to say it felt like a bit of a mobile game at times?
I think I can get what you're saying because like it kind of does. I can see what you
And I
mean
guess
by
like
that. It's
a not good mobile game, I should clarify. I'm sure there are some really good ones out there.
yes, 80% relatable. I'm ready for the No More Hero port too. Although I have the original Wii version, so like I'm just, and I have a soft spot for the shaders for the Wii version because it really does bank on the very black shade. Like it banks on that very gaudy, very pulpy kind of look to it. Is what I like about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have many feelings about No More Heroes that I can go on about, and I have many feelings of me not liking the lore of No More Heroes 2. I have hot takes where, like, I think Travis actually should have stayed dead, and No More Heroes should have been, like, a series of one-shots of different assassins, so then, like, No More Heroes 2 should have been about Shinobu.
Dang. I swear, I think not die.
I have not played Killer is Dead, I'm gonna be real. I have not played it. I'm gonna be real. I say I'm a Suda 51 fan, but I've only played The Silver Case and No More Heroes. And I've yet to get around Killer 7. Yeah, I know. I definitely enjoyed the Silver Case. It's the wild. Killer 7 is the wildest one, definitely, from like the clips I've seen. I mean, everyone keeps posting the, well, it's Friday night. Or I would be 100%. I would, yeah. Honestly, I really like Killer 7, 80% relatable. I definitely like it as the rail shooter game. For a rail shooter game, I definitely have, like, watching my friends, like, play it and just playing, like, a brief moment, like, a couple of minutes of it. I definitely had fun with it, and I definitely do like the hints of the themes it was going with. Also, Killer 7 is just visually pretty, and I think, like, that game is art in the sense of the way that it's shot.
Oh my god.
It's really good.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I'm just going on a vague tangent of Killer 7 is art, just from, like, the screenshots I've seen of it and just, like, the couple of minutes I've played of it. Like, that game really utilizes what limitations it has and makes something really good out of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the Mahakala. I want to use it on the Gust Winds, because that's like an easy one to do it off of. Well, normally, I guess. Shit.
But yeah, I should really be calling myself, like, the No More Heroes fan than more so than a Pseudo51 fan, honestly, because that's where I get heated. Well, not really heated, that's just where I put the most opinions on and OCs and fan art and fan fiction into my life was No More Heroes, so I'm just like, I have the spiciest opinions about it.
The only reason why I'm not just instantly doing Kilgore is I wanted to get the Witch Time, but screw it.
Alfalfa, what roguelike game are you talking about? Ah, Let It Die. I've seen, like, I saw my friend play it. It wasn't my cup of tea, but Uncle Death is the best, and I love him and his Mexican accent and his what's up, fellow teams? How do you do, fellow teams? He's adorable. I love him so much. If there's just a game of Uncle Death and nothing but Uncle Death, I would absolutely play it. Yeah, no, Alfalfa, I do agree. I wasn't, like, sold on the whole gameplay of it either. Yes, I agree. Alfalfa says Uncle Death Pro Skater would be amazing. I absolutely agree, it would be amazing.
Yeah, this one's just a little too out of the way.
Are you purposely gonna get them to aggro you?
I just wanted to do it to increase the combo.
Oh, here. Yes, 80% relatables like this is my boomstick.
Yeah, I was, yeah, I just thought about that, like, once I got hit, I was like, oh, I should have just been using, like, the portal kick or the stomps, Oh, fuck, I didn't switch out. That takes away.
Well, Alan, I hope you have fun with the new Discord you're part of. It sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the sword on this one. Just to try to get that out.
Kind of school discords are you a part of, Alfalfa? I've only been, I'm gonna be real, I guess I've been with a bunch of squares because all of my school discords have been on top of it, all serious. I do love Jeanne's little owl, it's adorable.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, almost did that one.
Well, I can safely say I've been in a bunch of them because that's been all of my class discords, because honestly, I've been working with a bunch of strangers, and, yeah, everyone's cheering for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
dear.
gonna switch to the fire diggers. Or at least... Oh, I messed up the combo. Let me turn off the rage for this one. See if maybe I should just do it without it. Okay, let's get this done.
Falfa said you can 100% do this. They believe in you. I believe in you too.
Thanks. Oh my god, why did I skip? Yeah, I'm not sure why this one's giving me... Oh, damn it, I didn't switch it. Oh. I'm not sure why this one's giving me so much trouble, but... Oh well.
I guess just the limited kicks and punches is making it a little bit more difficult.
I don't know, I feel like these guys have, these ones and the Grace and Glory enemies are the ones that can, like, block you pretty easily, so they're always a little difficult to challenge on these limited kick ones.
Since they had to use Moon River by Frank Sinatra and get Fly Me to the Moon, the first one by Frank Sinatra, I'm gonna call it that. It's gonna be Blue Moon as the next possible theme for Bayonetta 3.
Not the move I wanted to finish on, but... Ooh.
Bitch, please.
Did it. I'm so proud of you.
Alright, well, now to end the chapter. This one's always a... This one is not the most tedious one, I'll say, because the one in the tower has a pretty annoying one, just after traversing all the way up to come down for a hidden fight.
Juan, were you ever super big into Bayonetta that you made an OC? Or any self-inserts? Gotta be real
No.
with you.
I've never really been like a self-insert person. I just really enjoyed Bayonetta.
Such a disappointment.
That I just like would not stop talking about it to like everyone I knew, just so they knew just the incredibly interesting thing that is Bayonetta.
You know, I understand. That was me with like Pokemon Black and White when it first came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, this is N, he is precious, you will love him, I promise you. "80% relatable, I'm so glad you agree, and is very precious." It's kind of sad that, like, technically, they can't... they could bring back N, like they kind of bring back characters to cameo. But the thing is, N is so tied to, like, the player character that it kind of indicates that there needs to be, like, some canon, like, player in Black and White, I think, is kind of the why they don't really bring them up as much. But, you know, they get mentioned. I just want N to, like, find their best friend quote-unquote best friend, you know, and they just like have a nice honeymoon together, you know. Red and Blue have more leeway though, because Pokemon Red and Blue originally only had like a male model character, so I think that's where it comes from, and therefore that Red got transferred into Silver, so they became a canonical character within Gen 2. So I think that's the argument with Red and Blue's canonness. But yes, I would absolutely love just the Gen 5 Pro Tag and N being together in like the Alola region on like a honeymoon or vacation, and they're like, oh man, I'm glad I finally found you and we can finally be together forever. And it's just, I'll be like, just be happy. I think N deserves a happy ending after all the bullshit that they went through with their parent, their abusive parent. That as much as the lore keeps saying that Gyatis adopted N, I kind of believe the lore that like Gyatis is his birth father and just abandoned his son so he can develop talking to Pokemon, and just was like, you know, like I kind of buy that more because they look eerily the same, but you know.
I thought that was the canon. Like, I thought that was the canon, that Ghetsis had, like, basically left his son to, like, live in the wilderness or whatever, so that he could
Jeanne?
be pure of heart or whatever for the
Cereza?
Reshiram or Zekrom
The
based
little
on the
one?
story. That made sense to me, at least.
Yeah, no, that's what I believed, but apparently, like, some people are saying that they're, like, that's their adoptive father, and I'm just like, okay, then why do they look so biologically related?
Yeah.
Was the dealio, I thought. And then there's also people who believe in, like, the N is a Zoroark, or, like, a Pokemon, or came from Pokemon. I'm like, I have many strong feelings about N, and, like, the fact that you can kind of, I have very strong attachments of like interpreting N's entire arc of being like this
Tentacles.
like
Why
neuroatypical
did it have to
child
be
that has been
tentacles?
abused by their parent, learning to break away from an abusive parent and gaining their own agency. Like that hits me close. So I just, those are my tight emotions I associate with N. So I kind of don't like associating N with like the idea that they're a Pokemon or something. Oh gosh, 80% relatable. That, remember when the Ditto was passing off as human Pokemon in Detective Pikachu? Because we both saw that together, and oh god. That definitely like made me freak out in my chair. And I know they continued that in Sun and Moon, where like there were Dittos portraying as humans. Yes, I absolutely agree. That movie was way better than expected to be. Also, like, someone in that staff really loves Rufflets and Voltics, because there's an entire drink game you can make out of every time a Voltic or a Rufflet is in the sea.
There definitely was a lot of Generation 5, it felt like, in that Detective Pikachu movie.
Yeah, that made me feel seen. I was like, thank you, whatever person who included all these Gen 5 Pokemon, like Rufflet and Voltic. Because those were my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, and I see you too. No worries, I can absolutely say Alfalfa is correct that Latias turned into a human. That was
Wait,
a thing.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't you remember in Pokemon 5 Heroes?
Is that the one
Latias
with
turns into...
Rayquaza in it?
No, that's Destiny Deoxys.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Destiny Deoxys.
Okay, I guess I don't know which one that is.
I'm sorry that they didn't give you a Phantom Alfalfa. I think a Phantom would have been amazing. I remember hearing on Twitter some artists that worked on Detective Pikachu were like telling their own stories of like deleted scenes, and one person was like, "Oh, I really love Tyrant, and I wanted to have a scene with like these kids. It's a field trip of kids in like this museum, and like this old man, this like museum curator is like giving these kids the tour of like these prehistoric fossils, and a tyrant would have come to like make it seem like the fossil came to life, but it was actually just a ditto." And I'm like, that's adorable. Like, it's cute. But like, those are some really creative moments. I was like, damn, I would love to see like more really cool like world building moments like that with Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
The plot was like, yeah, okay, but like the world building in that area was so cool. I was just like, I kind of liked the implications of like there was like a Poke recession in like one of the characters' hometowns. Because they're like, everyone, because like in the very beginning, like I think the dude's friend was like, everyone's leaving town because like the economy's shit, and I'm just like, there's a Poke recession going on? I need to know about this.
I was disappointed in the ending, mostly because like I would like more of the Detective Pikachu character. Oh, the chest that's up there, you can break it open. I think it's a part of the achievement for opening all the chests, but do not take it, because it is a red shot.
Yeah, no, we also know, we know the war Lieutenant Surge talked about, yeah, the Great Poke War, and then, yeah, and then we got the Great, I think that at this point there's 2 Great Wars. Wait, what? Alfalfa, you gotta show me which part of the people we're marrying Pokemon we're at here, okay? I'm not brushed up on my Poke lore that thoroughly. Where is this coming from?
Fuck, I think I know what they're talking about.
Enlighten me on this, because I don't remember it, or my mind probably purposely repressed it.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you for not remembering.
I'm 80% relatable. I have to disagree with you because I'm writing an entire essay about the cosmic horror of Gen 4. Okay? I'm sorry. I like the concepts, but I absolutely understand why you don't like it and that it's frustrating to play. That's valid, too. I have feelings about Mount Cornet is my biggest reason why I care about Gen 4. No worries. I absolutely love Poke hot takes. They're always fun. 100% down for it to take another 5 years until we get a Gen 4 remake, by the way. Like, I kinda am not really 100% want a Gen 4 remake yet.
I'd rather they still figure out the quirks with this new engine before they try that. Because that is a very big mountainous area.
Yeah. It is. Alfalfa does not like the main Pokemon games and their campaigns, but loves the competitive Pokemon games. I mean, hey, if you're into the meta, that's absolutely great. I respect that. That's a lot of shit to like calculate and like tiers to think about, and I'm not brushed up on my tiers at all. So 80% relatable wants to make a team of just Wobbuffets for like their ideal Pokemon design for the Pokemon game. Jeanne battling dragons, the ace, like the ace icon she is, we stand a legend. Absolutely curious if you want, like, I definitely am not enjoying the recent design behind the Pokemon single player campaigns with their 3D engine. Like, the environmental design has definitely gotten, it's definitely entirely different because it's not top-down 2D anymore, and it's, I still can't put my finger on what it's not satisfying about it. I think it just feels very linear in some cases, specifically with Sword and Shield. That was my biggest problem with Sword and Shield.
That's fair. I think probably what may play like a fairly big part of it is like the way that they've moved around, or moved away from like puzzle aspects in the overworld that you would have to like navigate through.
Yeah. What did we do to deserve Pokemon Black and White 2, honestly? Because I think that's like, I think that has like showcases their best moments of like environmental design. I think in Traversal.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. I just think it's like I think it's a game that has a lot of like content that makes it well like very entertaining, and a lot of callbacks in. Through the PWT system, and I think it has a very good pool of available Pokemon as well.
Tell you that I started working on a Pokemon fan game where you were a gym leader instead of like the typical trainer, and I only got to the intro and that was it. I was like, alright, that's enough game deving for today. And like, battle, and then I got like, the intro was kind of fun too to make because I basically, instead of it being the professor, I was like, one of the frontier brains like is like, alrighty, I'm writing you a letter of recommendation to like make you become a gym leader. What's your name and your pronouns and what is your aesthetic? It was like the kind of covert way of like choosing your gym.
Yeah.
We were talking about Pokemon. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with my idea. 80% relatable. Damn, that's a nice boat. Alfalfa, I'm glad you got that reference. I'm glad you got it.
Oh, was that a reference to something?
Yeah, it's dark though. We don't have to expand on it. We don't have to
Okay.
expand on it.
That's fine.
Okay. We can expand on it in like the deepest dark deep web.
Oh boy, I'll be sad when I get to these enemies and lose my witch time.
Hooray! I mean, just embrace the void. You know, we're surrounded by it. Yes, let's give Alfalfa a big round of applause for their knowledge of platinum games and the beats. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you've given us some very fun trivia on Platinum Games Studio. Hey, you're a piece of shit.
Because I forgot to not do that. But, sorry.
Okay, it's Luca. Luca doesn't deserve any rights. Oh, fun fact. I made a fun AU idea.
Oh no. Let's hear it.
Oh no, I already told you this idea of like the AU where like Luca, Bayonetta, and like... Yes, I'm really certain, Alfalfa, that I meant that 100% as a compliment. I absolutely enjoy hearing trivia about game studios or just discussions about a game studio's legacy of games. Like, I am a big fan of that as a game dev. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the chat.
We appreciate the trivia.
Yes, so we, both us and 80% Relatable, want to absolutely emphasize it's a compliment. So, I love that. I love that extra pose. It's just beautiful. So, I had like an AU idea. So, Luca, as a kid, like, sees Bayonetta, and Bayonetta and Jeanne adopt baby Luca and raise him as their own. And I had a joke where, like, Jeanne like breaks down the door and is like, "Why weren't you at law practice today?"
Wait, Jeanne is the Fairly Odd Parents joke? No! I was about to torture. Jeanne is the Fairly Odd Parents joke of like, respecting your boundary. The thing with the ram that Penny's dad does. I forget the full line. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I absolutely know what you mean.
Yeah, she's like, we're trying to respect your privacy, but as your parents, we're opening the door anyway.
Wait, Alfalfa's saying that baby Luca is in the Wonderful 101.
Yeah, probably. There's Bayonetta, Jeanne, and Rodin are in it as like cameo players, I think. I haven't played the game myself, but I've seen that they're supposed to be in it. Oh,
Wonderful 101 is the Bayo AU, is what Alfalfa said.
Oh.
Well, Bayo, Jeanne, and Rodin are secret unlockables. Okay, sweet.
Nice.
I just like, well, I'm just saying that like Jeanne and Bayonetta intervene in this like universe, so then Luca isn't a piece of shit, is what I like to think. And he's just like, I want to be an ice cream man, moms. And then like Jeanne's like, no, you gotta be an Umbra Witch with this here, kid. This is how this family is gonna run, and you're gonna be an Umbra Witch. And then like he runs away for a little bit, and Bayonetta and Jeanne freak out like the couple they are. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Alfalfa. The only way to make him not a piece of shit is he becomes an ice cream man. And then Luke is like, wait, I can be an ice cream man and an Umbra Witch at the same time, and then that's the solution at the end. And then he runs back to his family in a warm embrace. And then it fades into black. 10 years later, and like Luca now has an emo phase.
Oh. Of course, you and your emo phases.
I'm just saying that, like, that's how you hook the audience in for a sequel. You add in the next conflict, which is the emo phase. And like Bayonetta's chill, and like the main conflict is Bayonetta's chill with the emo phase, and in fact encourages it. Like she buys Luca like cute, adorable outfits. In fact, no. I think Jeanne would be the kind of parent that would buy their child matching outfits. Do you think?
No, I feel Bayo.
Alrighty, okay, so I was right the first time. So Bayonetta would buy matching, like, emo outfits, and it seems like the cute, like, cheesy supportive thing that a mom would do, but Bayonetta's just covertly trying to, like, get Luca to stop, like, doing the emo phase because his mom is, like, embarrassing him too much in front of his emo friends. 80% relatable said, one could say that Luca has no style, he has no grace.
He has no glory. I'm sorry.
Luca has a funny face.
Yeah, I would say Luca really has no real impact to the story, because Bayonetta's still going, how do you say? She's like still stumbling into the correct like location and progression.
But to me,
so yeah.
These are the real works of art.
Bully Luca as much as I want, Alfalfa, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that's kind of like, why give us this Luca content when we could have Enzo content? Like, I want more Enzo content of him just being cursed and saying like cursed Italian-American shit, because that's probably what his character is a stereotypical Italian American. So like I just want him to like trash talk Mario or something, you know? See, the thing is, bullying Enzo is fun.
Yeah, I just wish they didn't have like that really gross scene in Bayonetta 2 where he's like, oh, looking at Jeanne now as like a dead body, who's like just out, he's just like out, or he's like, oh, looking at her now, just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, at least he said like, yeah, I ain't liking that shit, like, it's like at that moment, like at the last minute, he says, yeah, this isn't that good, but it's still like a creepy scene. I'm just like, first off, that's fucking creepy. Get the fuck away from Jeanne, you fucking plebeian.
I'm just like, I'm gonna call Child Protective Services on this man.
Yeah, because he is a dad.
Yes. That's something I wish I kinda... Okay, so I like Bayonetta 2 because they have that intro cutscene with Enzo, who's like just trying to buy like a Christmas present for his kids. I just kind of want to see more of that for his character, to be honest, rather than just like Italian stereotype, I guess. I don't know.
You're right, Alfalfa. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult plebeians like that. You see, the real journey was eating the rich all along with Bayonetta.
Such a disappointment.
I know, Alfalfa, it's really shitty that, like, we've associated, like, the working class and the proletariats as insults or degrading comments. Heck yeah, you got a platinum! Everyone's congratulating you.
Thanks, folks.
I love that Jeanne does have the glasses above her, but she's not wearing them.
I kind of do too, but I wish there was like just an alt that had it so that she wore her glasses. I don't know.
What if it's like you have to pure platinum everything to get the alternate costume of her with her glasses on?
I mean, that'd be a funny thing to have in the game.
I can totally, like, seeing people go wild just to get that costume too.
I'm upset that Baldur in 2 doesn't have like a playable character for the base game, but I guess their quits would probably be because like they don't want the dude, they don't want it to be gay, or I guess.
I guess, and maybe they don't want the nasty implications of what's happening with the child. If we're talking about Bayonetta 1, right?
I'm talking about Bayonetta 2, because Baldur has a moveset in that game.
I'm glad your class required you to read the Communist Manifesto, Alan. I just wish he didn't have the scene where he's all, "Call me Daddy for once in your life, Cereza," and she's all, "Daddy," and it's like, okay.
Oh, I just played Xenoblade 1. I like...
I'm here. No need to
I
worry
like
about
genuinely just left Soul in like the no pants run, but just had like the rest of the costume for like the feet, arms, and like body on, and then I just kind of forgot to not take that off, and I did that for the whole game. I will say Charla was my favorite character in Xenoblade 1, even though she was not that interesting. Anyway, Little Cerise is like, put on my readers I got from Walgreens.
And he's like, oh my god, I can't see shit through them. It just makes his vision worse. Because, you know, he's like, not nearsighted. Oh, time for our boy to have a PTSD flashback.
shit.
Alpha said that I love that Belial's customizable weapon in Grand Blue Fantasy versus his glasses. That sounds adorable. I designed a character that was originally going to have glasses in my A-Switch game, and then I completely removed them because I realized, oh no, they would look like another character that they already look too eerily similar to, and I did not want to do that. You're sounding a little bit muffled on my end.
Is this a little better?
Yeah, much better. I just love the little snap that like he does for the guillotine. It's just so great. Yeah, you don't clap back for the just snap.
The guillotine goes burr, as you stated earlier in our stream. I can't get over that.
I'll clip it once the stream is over.
Yeah, I'm probably only gonna keep the stream going for maybe like another half hour, to be honest. I do work a bit early in the morning.
Yeah, no worries. Like, do what you need to do. Interesting alfalfa, so like they're because I know a lot of people can like compare Nero with Bayonetta as well as like a kind of like in similar character. Jeanne is like, get away from me. She's all bye-bye, loser. Okay, because some people have been saying Nero is similar to Bayonetta is the thing.
What the hell is that thing? Cerecita, this is way too dangerous.
So like, I took my friend's words for it, but I respect your opinion more than that, so I'll take your word for it, Alfalfa, then. I think it was probably Nero. Oh, wait, it was Nero from Devil May Cry 5. That's why. Oh no, 80% relatable said, oh man, Cereza calling Jeanne mummy. Well, I guess that solidifies your theory about Jeanne being the top.
I mean, yeah, that's just another another clue for the bucket.
Well, Kitty, what do you think we should do? He's hurt you, has he? Well,
That one gif of Kronk, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
I know, right? 80% relatable said, why was that movie so funny? And I'm like, because it's perfect.
It's true.
Don't you just love that, like, Grey Delice's Jeanne voice is also her Princess Moon voice from Star vs. the Forces of Evil?
It's also like, it's pretty much the Azula voice too. There's not that much of a difference really.
Yeah, Azula's just a lot more higher pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so like in that dynamic. I get you, Alfalfa. From there, I was like, "Oh damn, is Jeanne gonna do the Macarena?" Because the frame was frozen for a moment. I thought she was gonna do like the whole moves, and it was like, "Hey, Macarena."
No, that's more than likely just because my computer isn't very used to handling the game and OBS at the same time.
Yeah.
Oops. There's one more.
She's like, sorry, the only whips that are acceptable is when I'm on the other end of it. Um, Bayonetta 1, I think, has a whip weapon, right?
Yes, she does. There's whip weapons in both games. The one in this one is a more traditional whip.
Jeanne's like, I told you, I am not into war. Get out of here.
Yeah, while I don't really care too much for the Kolshedra in this game, I think it's okay to use, just not my favorite weapon. Like, probably the last one I'd choose, if I had to. I think what makes the Alrune, is just that it's so much easier to use. There isn't really, like, this gap in learning how to use it. And it also, like, breaks the game, basically.
Alan's like, when's Bayo 3 coming? And we're like, we don't know either. Just like get that image from the X-Files. It's like, I want to believe, and then it's Bayonetta 3.
Basically. I mean, kind of sucks that we haven't heard anything about it, but I don't really mind.
Yeah, I bet you it's probably because just the whole entire team was just producing Devil May Cry 5 that took up a lot of priority, and they're really trying to maybe just get a demo working soon. Yeah, 80% relatable, I agree. It's all good. Ready to be patient.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I cry because I'm just like, I want my dream job was to work for Studio 51 to work on No More Heroes 3. No More Heroes 3 is happening, so now I can't even fulfill my dreams now. So I guess I can't insert my No More Heroes OC in there. Damn it. Sweet Alfalfa said that like Platinum didn't have to close down because of Nier Autonoma's success.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad a lot of people enjoyed Nier, or the Nier Automata. It was really good. I actually didn't get the final ending just because I was so exhausted from playing the game so many times. But I think it's me, like, the first time it happens. But my hot take is I just don't really like the kid. I just don't like the way they did his character towards the end of the game.
9S?
Yeah. But still, very good game.
Yeah, I really want to do a cosplay of 2B. I'm sorry, but every time I see Jeanne with like her long white hair, I keep thinking of like the witch from that horror movie, The Witch, where it's like an old lady, a naked wrinkly ass old lady with long white hair, just like drinking goat's milk straight from the tit, scaring the kids in the chicken coops. I know that's very specific, but that's what she gives me sometimes. Because, you know, witches.
The Lumen Sage.
I love that, like, it implies Jeanne borrowed Bayonetta's hair extensions. Because, look, she's wearing her hair clips. It's okay, Alfalfa. I also like A2. Like, I like her more than
No.
2B, but I like
All
2B's
my
outfit
best
more than
friends.
A2. So, like, if I were to cosplay a
suppose
character,
one
I would
of them is
cosplay
an
2B,
adult, so
but
they
I
should be
personally like
okay.
A2 as well.
Yeah, I think A2 is a really good character. My thing is, I just don't like characters who go all, like, for lack of a better word, like, crazy. It's the same reason why I actually grew to dislike Goro Akechi even more in the Persona 5 Royal version of the game.
Yeah, if anyone here is a Goro Akechi stan, we're sorry. We dunk on a Goro Akechi a lot, so I don't know.
We apologize in advance. Just know that we can't change our minds. At least I
have
can.
friends. I have friends who love Goro Akechi, and I'm like, I respect that. I appreciate the fan art that fans have made of him, but
Yeah, sorry. We won't speak on it more.
yeah, alrighty. Ellen, I don't know how 2B became famous. I think her design's pretty nice. Maybe the fans were horny for her as well, was the thing, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry you weren't able to, like, you got spoiled on that, because, yeah. I remember for a while when Persona 5 first came out, some Persona fans were kind of spoiler trolling some other people.
What characters are those from Alpha Alpha?
Oh,
They're from Persona 2.
here you go.
Oh, I haven't played that one yet.
Cereza.
Well, if it makes anything better, we are very big Ryuji appreciators. We appreciate Ryuji from Persona 5. I appreciate Yusuke
Monsters.
from Persona 5.
Quite. So, has Bayonetta, I mean your mom, been fighting these big bad monsters
So much,
for a
so,
long
like,
time?
Mommy is a witch.
yeah, those
and
are my
witches protect people
those are
and
my
are
takes
very
for
strong.
Persona 5.
When I grow up, I'll be strong too, and I'll protect my mommy.
Wait.
I agree, Alfalfa. I think 2B and 9S are a little bit more distinct, basically because I'm a big fan of like that kind of Victorian Gothic fashion, and I think 9S and 2B are kind of really cool outfits with that. So I think their outfits are really cool.
Yeah, I think they're very distinct in that the same way you mentioned.
You never cease
I
to
think
amuse
also
me,
because like
Cheshire.
they're very like
I suppose that's your
monochromatic
next
like
target?
palettes are really distinct as well. I don't know, I feel like it just goes a long way for their character design, so I think it's pretty good.
This is
Yeah,
yours.
I 100% agree with you. 80% relatable. That was a thing that
While I was
also
gone, did you?
bothered me with 9S's story arc.
Good.
Yeah,
80% relatable said, yeah.
that
No matter
I think
how
that's
I ask,
part of my
no matter how many times, you always say
grievances
the
with it,
Come on,
really.
Kitty. You know
Yeah,
you're just
I
a
understand, like, he does,
so
like,
stubborn,
end up
you know that?
perishing even in his moment of clarity, but I think, like, it's
My
kind of the
father,
same shitty
he was a
arc
journalist
with
too.
kind of, like, women become expendable
In fact,
until this
he was
dude
twice
kind
the
of
man I could ever hope to be.
has his epiphany, and that
He
has
was
shitty
obsessed
roots in
with
it,
one case his entire
in writing,
career.
so yeah.
A case so bizarre it took over his life.
That's why I always try to be wary
made a
whenever I
movie
see,
of the
like,
details.
it's also just something I can't,
Followers
like,
of darkness, the
avoid
Umbra
seeing
witches,
whenever
and their
I'm
light world
consuming media at
counterparts,
this
the
point. I'm at a
Lumen
point in my life where I'm
Sages,
like, alrighty,
controlling
well,
everything with a
time for
power
me
known
to
as
figure out how
the
this
eyes of the
medium
Lord.
handles black people, and that if they
The
kill them
light
all
and
off,
dark lands suddenly
so it's like I
disappeared from
I
their
instantly pick up
medieval
on that
home
stuff.
in
So
Europe.
like, you know,
You may be familiar with the town. You're standing in it. Welcome
yeah,
to
we can
Vigor,
absolutely be like,
500 years
yes,
later.
these characters are flawed.
500 years.
They have some really iffy tropes attached to them, but we can obviously still enjoy stuff and
Each
obviously
clan,
openly
working at the
critique it.
behest
Like,
of the
I
powers
think there's
that
some really
be,
good stuff in
sought
Bayonetta,
to
but
lead
we
their
still love this
fractured
game,
world
obviously.
towards peace.
Oh yeah, there's a lot
They
to
both
talk about in this
possessed an
game.
eye said to have the power to create history.
It gets a
I-
little
That
they
exhausting
used to
sometimes, to be
oversee
honest,
the
because it's the
world.
same conversations about this game that
Their
always come
spirit
up.
of
But like,
cooperation did not last. For
my
amongst them,
point is like, if
a pair
you
of young
enjoy the game,
star-crossed
I mean, you
lovers
enjoy it for
conceived a child
you know like the ridiculous
sent the
like
clans on a path
content
to
that it
ruin.
is.
The woman was thrown in jail,
but
and the
yeah.
man exiled from his clan. However,
Yeah, no, it's just
the child
it
remained
definitely
with
is
the
annoying.
unborn, raised as a black sheep, even amongst
In the same vein as I was super annoyed of the National Dex drama and Pokemon Surge, I was like, stop it,
both clans.
Yeah, I mean,
get out of here.
Legend had it that the two eyes
Yes,
could be
Alfalfa, I
united to
100%
control
agree.
reality
Emil
itself.
is a
And this
sweet,
legend
sweet,
fueled ambition
sweet summer
and
child
desire,
that
leading to a myriad of
deserves
battles between the
everything,
clans.
but lost
In fact,
everything, and I feel
it
so
led
bad
to their mutual
for that
destruction.
child.
My
I
father
am
was
I
mocked
am
for
I am
buying
sad
such a
for our
fairy
gay
tale.
son.
However,
He's
I believed his
yeah.
story, and I believe it more than ever now that I found you.
yeah, I remember when I encountered Emil, I was
the
like,
memory of the clan
what
lingers
is
on,
going on?
despite the passing of 500
when you
years.
can find him like on the map.
What on earth was
But I
my
could never
father
talk to
searching
him
for?
because there were
And
too
why
many
did he
enemies
have to
near
die
him,
for
so it wouldn't allow me the
I
dialogue
have to
prompt.
discover the truth
And it
with
took
my
me to
own
like,
eyes.
I think the second time I was actually playing through the game under the
That's why I
9S
haven't given
campaign
up
that I
my
actually
chase
talked
for
to
it.
him.
Or you. The head of the Ithaval group, the multinational that dominates Vigrid.
Something that
recently
bugs
tried
me
to
here
sell
is
an
that like,
enormous gemstone on the black
it doesn't
market.
use the Madama
If he
sticks
isn't
or
selling out in the
butterfly
open,
shadow
means we're going to have to
for
acquire
genre
the other.
Bayonetta in this scene, even though it's
And that
supposed to
starts by
lore-wise,
sneaking
but
onto that
I can
gem.
understand
Yeah.
that because it's just they're swapping out the shadow model, of course.
Adorable. Emil is
Yeah,
adorable.
that was a detail that I liked. 80%.
Mummy, are you looking for something?
I am.
How did you lose it?
I do love like the shifts of when Nier Automata shifts like stuff that you thought would be non-diegetic to become like it's revealed that it's actually diegetic. I think that's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this. I love it.
I think it's funny how like Luca is recounting his memories of his father was all my father believed in those fairy tales. No one believed him, but I did. And I was like, well, yeah, because you're a 5-year-old child and you probably like
Look up to your dad.
take yeah, and at that time as a child, you just like
Never lose
assume that child is like an authority figure and knows everything, so you take their words for granted.
close to your heart.
Jeanne's like, put this over your heart, cause I'ma go ape shit when you're a little older, and I'm gonna try to stab you. But we're gonna gloss over that detail.
Well, this makes it even more gay now. She's like, here, have this precious piece of your heart so that you may give it back to me because I'm gonna take your heart. Both literally and emotionally.
Mm-hmm. What a terrible job, Luca.
Luca's the worst.
She just, like, got chopped up into, like, a bajillion pieces.
She got chopped up into Chef Boyardee's ravioli. That's what happened.
Yeah, I think the play design is, like, just so unnecessary with, like, the little, with the, like, the little halo on the tail. I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah. I love this game's like commitment to like the very opulence of Catholicism at that time. I know it's from like some specific time period of like Catholicism with the Catholic Church, but I think it's a really nice aesthetic they've been utilizing.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be where the detail came from. 80%. Is this like a cargo? I think this is supposedly a cargo plane, not a passenger plane. So I feel like it would be awkward to explain to the guests attending this flight.
Yeah, this is
The
like
very-
some military cargo kind of thing.
Yeah. Hey, pure platinum.
This is going to be the last chapter of the stream, just so everyone knows.
Oh, Alfalfa, have you checked out the game Blasphemous? Because that also takes a lot of affluence, Catholicism into it. It's yeah! Glad. Thank you. Glad I'm not the only person that knows about Blasphemous. Yes, it's really great. I find its lore also very fascinating, you know, very Dark Souls inspired in how it kind of conveys its lore. I especially just love the way that they kind of depict miracles. Like, I think it's a very interesting way to interpret miracles in, like, a biblical, like, religious sense. And also, like, an Elder Torah sense. Yep, pretty much. It's Blasphemous. 80% relatable. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's on the Switch too. Yeah, it's a bit of a downer ending to it, but its art's really cool, and it's very 2D pixel art, and honestly, it looks really nice. I've heard a lot of people have been praising it, saying it's pretty good. The controls are pretty nice and smooth and pretty good. The story's really good. I agree. I think its bosses are also really cool design-wise. Sorry, Juan, that we keep talking about Blasphemous, which is a good game. It also
fine.
uses Catholicism. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. I feel like I should probably be talking more. There's just a bit going on.
Oh? Well, I don't want to pressure you into that you should buy it 80% relatable, because I don't want to, like, I don't know your financial situations, but I think it's definitely worth 50% off. Weed. I've been meaning to get Switch points specifically because I'm trying to eventually create an entire analysis of design behind Y2K, or what I like to call YIT, that one game. And then I get to go around and why it's not postmodern at all, and that Off is the true postmodern video game of our generation. And we should all respect Off. It is. Yes, I'm glad. I'm hoping. I personally like. I want to play it because like the thing about Y2K is that everything about it, or at least its pitch, is everything I would love about a game. But honestly, I kind of just want to like play it and then play it with, of course, Switch points because I don't want to give them my direct money. And kind of interpret what about its design's been really bad, just to like give me catharsis, and also to just brush up on my game design skills because I have a lot. I learn a lot more when I do case studies on video games. I want to give the off video essays too. I honestly I'm like this close to being like, okay, the thing about Y2K is, let me explain. Off exists, and then it just becomes an off essay basically about why off is amazing. Oh shit, I did not donate the Kickstarter, and I'm gonna be honest, I also bought Hollow Knight at full price as well. So, guess I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to buy Silk Song again. I'm gonna be real though, I kinda have... I think Hollow Knight's okay. I have some problems with its design, but like, I think it's nice. Yeah, the hand-drawn art and the aesthetic and art style of that game is really beautiful. Yeah, yeah, I think it's a good game. It definitely wasn't my game of the year game. Night in the Woods was that game, but like for me personally. But I do not regret buying it. So. My biggest issue with it, I think my biggest issue was kind of the map traversal. I kind of wish that you were given the map right away, and and this is just like a nitpick personally for me, which was the way that enemies were designed. Like, to me, it felt like enemies were just specifically designed to prepare you for a boss. Like, that was their only purpose, was to prepare you for the next boss that was happening. And while, like, conceptually that should be what that should be an essential part of what like maybe smaller enemies should do, it just felt like they're only meant to prepare you for a boss, because I started recognizing the patterns of what certain enemy behaviors were and what like bosses of that area reflected those behaviors. So they were kind of getting a little bit, I don't know, I personally just felt like they were only serving one purpose and they weren't like fun to do just for exploration sense, probably.
Yeah, I have the same issue with Hollow Knight. I've spoken to Jupiter on this one a lot, but the map system is still one of the biggest things, because I can understand, you know, the idea of not needing a map because you familiarize yourself with the game. But the idea that your utility has to use a slot towards your map function is just a mechanic I personally don't think I can ever really understand why they thought that was a good idea. And like Hollow Knight is a huge game. Like, it's something to like remember a map from like Super Metroid or something like that, you know, something that is overall much slower. I think I just took 2 points of damage in that hit. It's annoying. That's like my main grievance, and just the bosses, I felt it was too random for me personally. It just doesn't help that I'm not like a fan of the Souls games, so I guess you qualify Hollow Knight as one. It's just
Say the its afterlife death aesthetic is very Soulsborne in that sense.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree also. Like, I'm a big proponent of normal enemies being a challenge, and I kind of wish that, like, the enemies that you just basically designed could also be just, like, their own sub-bosses, and some of them were. But I feel like I wish, like, more enemies had more unique behaviors that weren't just to, like, hint and prepare you with dealing with, like, the boss just in case you accidentally stumbled into a boss, I think. Like, going off of your point about, like, the bosses, I think, weren't conveyed 100% sometimes when you're encountering a boss. That's a good point. Alfalfa says, like, the themes and plot of Hollow Knight are also these very similar plot points that Dark Souls hits as well. I am excited for Silk Song. I hope, like, that one's a little bit more Metroidvania classic, maybe?
Yeah, I suppose we'll see.
Because I heard, like, the entire theme of Silk Song is, like, ascending now, so, like, you know, getting to greater heights. I do not know if this is a sequel or prequel to the Silk Song game. There's one thing that makes me, though, like, love Hollow Knight for all its flaws, and that's Nightmare King Grim. I love him so much. I mean, I don't love him like the people who want to fuck him, but I love him as a boss and a character. I think his design's really cool. I love him. Yeah, I think it's very interesting. So, like, it's kind of like the Shovel Knight situation where, like, Plague Knight DLC, King Knight DLC, and Spectre Knight DLC also became their own campaigns, basically. Yeah, no, I think Grim's the best. Like, that, out of all the boss battles, boss fights, honestly, I wish a lot of the boss battles were a lot like Grim's boss battles, because that one's way more fun. And honestly, I find the final boss, like the giant poodle moth goddess, honestly a bit disappointing, because I'm just, yeah, Radiance. I thought the Radiance boss battle wasn't really, like, fun. Like, I didn't really enjoy it as much. Yeah, I think, like, its appeal wasn't, like, my appeal to it. Particularly, I didn't like the final moments where, like, you had to go do a little bit of platforming to avoid the rays. Like, I think that was a little bit annoying. I'm not a big fan of, like, It kind of does, but, like, I just don't like the way it kind of becomes more like bullet hell, but with platforms. It just, like, gave a little bit of more extra tense, like, stress to me to, like, navigate both, like, the bullets and the platforming to make sure I didn't, you know. Yeah, thanks. But yeah, I'm glad it's gotten successful though. Like, I'm really glad that it's gotten really successful for Hollow Knight. That's good for them. And I totally did make a Hollow Knight OC character in Petunia, who was like a floral praying mantis spy. Who, yeah, no, totally didn't make a Hollow Knight OC or anything. I know, right, Alfalfa? We totally do know what you mean. Well, I'm glad that people came for our Bayonetta stream and not for, like, Resident Evil 3 stream where we jokingly thirst for a character. I mean, I am assuming jokingly thirst.
Something
No
troubling?
comment. So,
Only your
I'm kind of
constant
glad that,
fretting
like,
over my state
it
of
isn't,
affairs.
but I also wish it was.
I've no time to play games with you.
Our
Wait,
daddy,
what?
Nikolai.
No need to take out your stress on me, Bayonetta.
I didn't
It's
joke
clear.
with
You're
I didn't joke with
worried
thirst.
for the girl.
Wanted. Oh
This
my
is what I
oh
mean
my
when
god.
I'm dissociating.
You're having an internal monologue.
Also, Jeanne is psychic, confirmed in this one cutscene and never expanded upon. I'm just like, oh,
You're cutting up on my end.
oh, am I a little more clear now?
Who am I? What am I? Yes. John's like, who am I? What am I? While she's doing like these like extravagant bow poses. What
Tell
is
me where
life?
she is.
What is
Now.
my meaning? Why must I
My,
fight?
Aren't we attached to our precious little one? Do you like it when she calls
Yeah,
you
Alpha,
Mummy?
I'm surprised that they didn't,
You're absolutely delusional.
like, just model swap with
If I leave
Bayonetta
her,
or
he'll never
something.
shut up about it.
Or
And
at
his
the bare
whining is
minimum, just
twice
like
as
a
irritating as
black
anything a
variant,
child
because
could
Bayonetta
muster.
technically uses Jeanne's outfit just in a black variant
You've quite the tongue when it comes to curling round the truth.
for her
And
costume
what about
extra.
you? What are you hiding?
Anyway, Jeanne's like, here's the receipts,
Correct me
me.
if I'm wrong, but I
Think about this thing
these
I
might
thought
mean
of
something
500
to you.
years ago. Feel bad.
I've no need for worthless junk.
She's all like, I hope your ass gets cancelled.
I am well aware of my task, but you have forgotten that I do not need your help.
You know what I like to think? I like to think Baldur wanted to recreate the world so that it could be a world filled with chocolate pudding. That's his ideal world. He's all like, now my dream will come reality. I shall remake Candyland in my own vision.
I do love this scene though. It's so cool.
It's nice.
Fill them. Fill your eyes with hate.
Oh no, the Wachowski sisters stole from the Umbra witches.
Accept it. and
Or what if
earn
the
your
Wachowski sisters
Jeanne's
are
like, I'm
Umbra
gonna
witches?
beat this bitch, and then she gets a phone call from her dad. She's just like, Dad, I told you not to call me when I'm jumping a girl.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry, daughter, but I gotta tell you, there's this really cute boy on Tinder that I just found, and I don't know if I should swipe left or right. Alfalfa's like, by the way, Bayo used telekinesis direct her bullets multiple times in the game as well. And then they also said she gets a phone call from her girlfriend's dad. I mean,
Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. It goes on.
Feel your fear.
Agri would be very awkward. 80% relatable said, okay, so my vote for best segment in the game, motorcycle riding up the side of a launching rocket in order to fight God. Alfalfa says they personally like the final Jeanne fight.
I think it's a good one. I just, oh god, to pure platinum it is a lot.
Oh yeah, we pure platinum flat fight.
Yeah.
Did we?
Theresa.
Yeah, but it took like an hour.
Yeah. So.
It's just the
Let me borrow that top. Top.
the Space Harrier
Let me borrow
scenes
it.
are a bit
She isn't ready.
are just what takes away from it, in my opinion, from those last Jeanne fights, or that last Jeanne fight.
I mean, hey, the bright side is you never have to do that level ever again because you're pure platinum.
It's true. I got the achievement for it.
I, of course, watched it all as a supportive friend.
Little one, can you hear me?
Can't let you know, suffer in the ninth circle of hell without me.
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!
Theresa!
Don't say 80% label. Yeah, I agree. I think this plane is just a little bit unsafe.
You know the rules. No cockroaches or crying babies. Time to go, little one. Hold on tight, okay?
Okay.
Well, I guess good thing you get to lower down one of the stats.
When people say out-of-body experiences, I didn't think they'd mean them like that. I feel like you have to be out of body to like protect Jeanne, right? Protect baby Theresa. Totally agree. 80% label parking permits are ass.
Yeah, it's a really good way to put it. Alpha.
It's good to know that little Theresa's gonna need therapy.
You don't actually have to grab Theresa to trigger the cutscene to end the chapter, which is really funny to me.
It's just like
I missed 2
time to
fights.
yeet off this plane.
Wait a minute.
Oh no!
Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, fire!
I think that's it, right?
Yeah. This will be the end of the stream, basically.
Yep.
Can't unfortunately stay up too much longer, but I guess if you want to, Jupiter, do you want to stream more of this tomorrow?
Sure. I'm pretty much gonna be free. Like, I only have my computer graphics class tomorrow, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Oh, hit my bus. Yeah, we may do a stream on Resident Evil Code Veronica sometime tomorrow afternoon. I'll just say keep an eye out on my channel. If you follow Jupiter, more than likely I will or she'll post a comment when we'll be live. If anything, if we don't do like Code Veronica, we'll probably just continue up with Bayonetta. So thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate your time and the conversations here. Hope you all have a wonderful night.
Yeah, so thank you. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Did you already cut off?
Not yet.
Okay, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I hope the great old ones don't try to steal your soul or whatever you do. Don't make contracts with demons unless you want to make contracts with demons. I'm not your mom, but I'm just saying make sure you read the red fine print before you sign, okay?
Take it to your local demon council for peer review before you get anything signed.
Obviously. Oh, Alfalfa says they have no soul, so
I guess you're covered.
yeah, you're covered.
Yep. Alright. Well, we're ending the stream now. Take care, everyone. Bye.